The University of Providence was founded by the Ursuline Sisters and the Sisters of Providence and the local bishop in Great Falls in 1932. The main purpose was to educate nurses and teachers for the needs of the local community, especially the poor and vulnerable. And that mission continues through today, getting an education for living and making a living.
Montana in the late 1920s and the early 1930s was really poor, and there was a desperate need for education and a desperate need for teachers. But now there is a very serious need in our society for good health care, including good health care for whom it's out of range. Some of those dimensions, to me, is doing what the college was founded for in the first place. It's still meeting unmet needs.
The baby boomer generation is getting ready to retire and expand the needs of healthcare. At the same time, we need more educated workforce to replace those baby boomers. So there's a tremendous need in healthcare for the future caregivers. We're the only full-fledged liberal arts university owned by a healthcare system in the United States. And Providence St. Joseph Health, they wanted to invest in the university to help them fill those workforce needs of the future. This campus is actually the third campus of the University of Providence. It was built in 1962. It's based on the architectural philosophy of the time and international design, and it's a beautiful campus. But over the years, there hasn't been much added to the campus, and so we find ourselves in a situation where the campus really needs to be updated to attract what the students today are looking for. So we're going to be transforming the campus to be more competitive as a physical campus in the higher education market. But at the same time, you'll always want to honor and preserve your legacy. So we're going to be protecting what's unique about this campus, at the same time growing and adding to what the campus can offer going forward.
When we first were asked to look at the master plan, we didn't really know what we had. And the first thing we saw was that the city of Great Falls is really on this very rectangular grid, and there's this little speck that was off 15 degrees. And that was the University of Providence. That captured our imagination, it captured our passion, and we just dove in. We really began to see an amazing example of international style architecture.
And we use that as actually the inspiration to bring this campus back to life and really showcase what this international style really is.
So we spent quite a bit of time going through historical records, going to the Montana Historical Society, and to finally understand this project, we needed to meet the original architect.
I think there was around 18,000 hours went into this effort, and 6,000 or 7,000 of it were mine. We wanted to do something different. These international architects blew aside the old. It's a different world now. We can cast those things aside, and we can think of how people move and act and live and conform our architecture to that. At the very end, after all of this was complete, and I remember going out on the upper level and gazing down, and my, look, people walking around and kids playing. What a thrill finally to give this thing some life.
It was more than a project to him. It was more than just their first commission. They had really, really poured their heart and soul into this project. And I felt our team was kind of having that same visceral experience almost.
We just felt that excitement, and we couldn't wait to share and really help move them forward. And as for space planning, we're helping do new classrooms, the Career Center, high-tech classrooms where you can video conference with students all over the country. We're helping them grow into that international campus that they strive to be.
This is the way NAC works. We really, really want to understand the user and our clients, and we want to create something magical out of that.
And that's why these turn into passion projects for us.
Now, the future of the University of Providence is bright. Our goal is no less to become one of the largest Catholic universities in the country, but also, since this campus hadn't done anything unique in a long time, we had to really make a statement about the university bringing something special to the present. I think what NAC architecture brought to that was they understood that vision, that we needed a special building, not only that served the functional needs of the campus, but also would symbolically represent what the university was becoming in the future. And I think the NAC architectural team delivered on that promise.